Chapter 1. A Chance Meeting. Sophia met Darwin Jones at church. Sophia was 35 years old, and Darwin was 42. Darwin lived with his mother in a small house on the east side of the town. Sophia lived with her sister and father in an apartment 2 streets away. Sophia did not work. Her father, Milton Reed, was ill and never left the apartment. He stayed in bed most of the time and always needed someone with him, so Sophia stayed at home with her father and only went out when her sister Maria was in the house. The 2 sisters were very different. Sophia was short with a small, round face and short black hair. Maria was 10 years younger. She was tall, had long brown hair, nice legs, and a suntan all through the summer. People often said to Sophia, "Your sister is very beautiful." There were always lots of men ready to take Maria out to dinner or to the cinema. But Sophia stayed at home. Maria worked in a shop in the town. When she was at home, she liked to sit up on the roof garden of their apartment building. It was one Sunday in June when Sophia came home with Darwin for the first time. She took him to see her father. Milton Reed was in bed. He had white hair and a gray face. Sometimes he read a book, but mostly he just sat in bed and watched television.
"This is Darwin, Father. He works at the hospital and we met at church. I told you about him last week. Do you remember?"
Sophia said.
"No."
Her father said. He turned his face away, back to his television. He was not interested in new people or his daughter's friends. Just then, Maria came into the room. She wore a black bikini and white shoes. She smiled at Darwin and said,
"So you're Darwin. My big sister has got a boyfriend at last."
Darwin's face turned red, and he looked down at his feet. Maria laughed.
"Come on up to the roof garden and have some wine. The sun is wonderful this morning."
"Oh,
Darwin began. Sophia looked angrily at her sister, but then she said,
"Yes, I must get Father a drink. See you in a minute, Darwin. Go up to the roof and talk to Maria."
The sun was hot on the roof, and Darwin took off his coat. He looked around. There were 2 chairs, a sun umbrella, a sunbed, and a table with 2 glasses and a bottle of wine on it. The floor was tiled, and next to the little wall, there were some flowers in boxes. This was the garden. Darwin looked around and said,
"Very nice."
Maria smiled at him and said,
"We don't see any good-looking men up here. Sit down and have a drink."
Darwin's face went red again. He gave a shy little laugh.
"Oh, thank you."
He said. He tried not to look at Maria's long sun-tanned legs, but it was not easy.
I come up here all the time when it's sunny,
Maria said. She began to put suntan oil on her arms and legs. Darwin watched. Then Sophia came, and the three of them sat in the sun and drank wine. Sophia looked at Darwin with love in her eyes. She did not look at Maria. Maria watched them. Her eyes moved from her sister to Darwin and back again to her sister. She smiled. It was not a nice smile. Chapter 2, New Connection. Every Sunday morning after that, Sophia brought Darwin home for a glass of wine after church. Darwin stopped his car in the street outside the apartment building, and Sophia said,
"Sound the horn, Darwin. Tell Maria we're here, then she can get the wine ready."
So Darwin gave 3 little toots on his car horn. On sunny days, Maria always came to the wall at the edge of the roof and looked over to wave at them. Then she went to get the wine. She always wore her bikini or a very short skirt. Sophia never wore short skirts or a bikini.
"My legs are too fat for bikinis,"
She told Darwin.
Your legs are very nice.
He said shyly. One day in July, Maria asked Darwin,
"What time do you finish work, Darwin?"
About 6 o'clock.
He said.
"Could you bring me home after work? My shop's very near the hospital. You drive right past it, and you only live 2 streets away from us."
Maria said.
"There's a very good bus. It stops outside our building."
Sophia said quickly.
"But the bus is so slow. Please, Darwin."
Maria said. Darwin looked from one sister to the other and said,
Oh, well, yes. All right then.
"Thank you."
Maria said, and gave him a quick kiss. So every evening, Darwin drove Maria home. On the first Friday, they were an hour late. When they arrived, Sophia was at the door of the apartment building.
"What happened? Why are you so late?"
She asked.
"There was an accident. We couldn't get past. We couldn't go back. There were so many cars. Nobody could move."
Maria said. Darwin said nothing. It was a long, hot summer that year. Sophia went to church every Sunday morning, and Maria stayed at home with their father. When it was sunny, and it often was, Maria went up to her sunbed on the roof. When Sophia went up to the roof garden, she always sat under the umbrella, but Maria put on lots of suntan oil and sat in the sun in her bikini.
"The hot sun's not good for your body,"
Sophia said. Maria laughed.
"Darwin likes my body." "No, he doesn't,"
Sophia said angrily.
"Oh, he does. He's very shy with women, but he always looks at my body very carefully. He does it all the time. Perhaps he wants me to take off." "Stop it, Maria. Don't say those things.
Sophia said. Maria laughed.
What's the matter, big sister? Are you afraid I'm going to take him from you?
Sophia did not answer. Chapter 3, Deception. The next Sunday, Darwin phoned Sophia early in the morning and said,
I don't feel very well. I am not going to church today.
My love, I'm sorry. Can I phone you when I get home?
Sophia said.
Yes, of course.
He said.
I can't phone before 2 o'clock. I'm going to be late back because there's a meeting after church. Something about Asia, I think.
Sophia said.
Oh yes, I remember.
Darwin said. But Sophia was wrong. There was no meeting after church that morning. It was the next Sunday, so she left church at the usual time and arrived home at 1:45. First, she went in to see her father, but he was asleep. Then she phoned Darwin, but there was no answer.
Perhaps he's sleeping, and his mother doesn't want to answer the phone.
She thought. She went to her room and put on a long summer skirt. Then she went up to the roof garden. She put her hand on the door to the roof and stopped. The door was half open and she could hear voices. There was someone with Maria. A man. Darwin. Darwin? Sophia listened. She could hear voices.
I feel bad about this. We must tell Sophia soon, Maria.
Darwin said.
No, it's our secret, Darwin. Only for a little longer, all right?
Maria said quickly.
I don't like...
He began.
But you do love me, Darwin. Not Sophia? Say you love me, please.
Maria said. Sophia suddenly felt cold.
You know I do. But...
Darwin answered. Maria kissed him and said,
It's our little secret. Oh, is your car outside, my love? We don't want Sophia to see it.
I didn't bring my car. I walked here.
Good. But it's getting late. You must go before she comes home.
Maria said. They kissed again.
See you tomorrow. Usual time, usual place. Now go.
Maria said. Sophia moved quickly and quietly away from the roof door and ran to her bedroom. She did not want Darwin or Maria to see her. She heard their voices. Then the front door of the apartment opened and closed. Darwin was gone. Sophia sat on her bed for an hour and thought,
Why does she do it? I stay at home with an old man all the time. I can't go out to work, I can't make new friends, I can't meet new people. I go shopping once a week, and I go to church once a week. That's all. And then I met Darwin. When he said, I love you, I was so happy. And now, Maria has everything. Good looks, a job, friends. She is young. She is beautiful. She could have any man. So why Darwin? Why? It's not because she wants him. It's because I love him. It's because she doesn't want me to be happy. But you do love me, Darwin. Not Maria, right?
Was it true? Did Darwin love Maria and not her? No. He saw only the beautiful sun-tanned body. He didn't know her,
She's not going to have him.
Sophia thought. Chapter 4, Revenge. Every evening that week, Darwin drove Maria home after work, and every evening they got later and later. The next Sunday, Sophia didn't go to church.
I've got a bad head.
She told Maria.
I just phoned Darwin and told him, and he's coming here after church as usual. I'm going back to sleep for an hour or two.
And she went into her bedroom and shut the door. Later in the morning, when Maria was with their father, Sophia went up to the roof garden. Maria's bottle of suntan oil was on the table, and Sophia smiled. When Maria came up to the roof, Sophia was sitting in her chair, under the umbrella, with a book in her hand.
Oh, is your head better?
Maria asked.
Yes, thanks.
Sophia said. Maria wore her bikini, a new green one. She opened her bottle of suntan oil.
Oh, there's not much here. I must get some more.
Maria said, as she began to put some oil on her legs. 20 minutes later, Darwin stopped his car in the street below. Up on the roof, Maria and Sophia heard the usual 3 little toots on his car horn.
He's here. Your man's here, big sister,
Maria said excitedly, and she laughed. Yes, Sophia thought. My man, not yours, Maria. Maria jumped up from her sunbed. She ran to the wall at the edge of the roof to look down and wave to Darwin. She had no shoes on, and at the wall, her feet suddenly slipped away from under her. She fell forward and reached out her hands to grab the wall, but the top of the wall was slippery too. Her hands couldn't hold it and slipped away over the edge. Then her body followed, going over the wall and down. Down, down, down. Before she hit the ground, she knew. Slippery, suntan oil, Sophia.